Italian Premier Matteo Renzi resigning after voters decidedly rejected constitutional changes backed by that government. But what does Renzi's defeat mean for Italy? And of course, more importantly, the future of the EU. Let's ask Peter Dixon, global equities economist at Commerzbank. Good morning, Peter. Thank you for joining us.
Hi there.
So the broader question here, this move of populism, this nationalism, this populist vote, we've seen it in England, we're now seeing it in Italy. Does this put the EU more at risk of being broken apart eventually?
Well, certainly it increases the long-term risks because I think what you're seeing is a move away from centralization and governments are being asked to take more control over local issues. Now, if you draw that to its logical conclusion, then over time it does mean that either the European Union or the European Monetary Union has to change quite significantly, or the whole system starts to fall apart. And it's not going to fall apart in a big bang, but it could start to disintegrate as bits drop off one by one. And as we all know, when a car starts to fall apart, it starts to get unstable and dangerous, and that, I think, is what investors are concerned about.
What are you focus on global economies? What are the thoughts on the U.S. economy in relation to the European economy and now what we've seen in Italy?
Well, I mean, obviously the Italian result reflects to some extent the trends that we've seen in the United States over the course of recent months. If you like, more populism, certainly a desire for or desire to thumb the nose at the existing government. I think that the difference is in the United States, it remains a coherent whole. It's an economy which hopefully will continue to grow at reasonably rapid rates. But if you look at the likes of Italy, where the vote was really for the status quo, a vote against reform, it was effectively a vote in favour of maintaining the zero growth that we've seen over the course of the last 15 years. And what that means is that the economic divergence between the United States and Europe will continue to widen.
You don't think the no vote in Italy was more, they want more reform, not less? I mean, they said no to this reform, but voters through the polling in Italy seem to say that they want more massive reform. Again, that kind of not closing off the borders, but at least more protectionist policies for Italy, which, frankly, we've seen that kind of rhetoric here in the United States based on our election.
Yeah, I think that's right, but that's not the kind of reform which I think Europe needs. Europe needs
but that's what the voters seem to want. That's what the Italian voters seem to want.
Oh, that's right. Correct. That's right. And I think that's the problem, the dichotomy that we face here, is that in order for the European economy to be successful, it needs kind of labour market reforms, which the electors don't want. But the electors clearly want some kind of political reform, which I think the politicians are very reluctant to put in place.
All right, Peter Dixon, global equities economist at Commerzbank. Peter, thank you very much for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you.